What is the method that I have always followed for this? The method is the first step that we all have to follow, and every time find the opening sentence. This should become the very method that you will follow in odd one out and parajumbles. Okay? Find the opening sentence. The second step is form pairs. And the third step is fit the remaining sentence. So I have taken a new set of questions. We'll follow the same method as we had discussed in the earlier sessions, both in the odd one out and the parajumble. So fit the remaining sentence. So by the time you reach this step, you're almost there with the answer. So let's look at this this question here. All of you can see it on the screen. Okay, so the first question says that there are four sentences given to you, and we have to arrange them to form a coherent paragraph. So these are the four sentences. Now, the very first thing you would do is you will tell me which can be the opening sentence. Straightforwardly, you start and you say, sir, do we start with a sentence that has the word instead? Will you start with this? No, you won't. More often than not, never. I have never seen a paragraph start with sentence number with instead. I might relate this with an earlier paragraph, but I would not start this as an independent sentence without any background. Instead, we have had a slew of measures. Okay. We live in a world marked by severe disparities of wealth and power within and between countries, many of which are rooted in longer histories of colonialism and exploitation. Perfect. So you have option number 2 as the probable opening sentence. This has made it very difficult. ये भी किसी को refer कर रहा है. Can I say this talks about something? This talks about something. And this also is referring to something or acting like a replacement. Acting like an alternative. So you have so many clues in this question that it should not be difficult for you to find the right answer, or at least go and attack. This is the kind of question that you should not get wrong in the exam, because there are so many clues that the very first look at this question tells me that this is a doable question. This is what we call as the knack of picking an easy question. Whenever in the exam you see that there is an easy question, you should become alert. जैसे बैट्समैन नहीं होता है, when the bowler comes and releases the ball and he sees that the ball would be a full toss, he's gearing up to hit a six. तो आपको भी ऐसा होना चाहिए कि when you see this kind of word like this, these discrepancies, this kind of word like instead, six मारना है इस बॉल पे, अपने को six कैसे मारेंगे? तो बताओ ये discrepancy कहाँ, this disparity कहाँ दिख रही है? We live in a world marked by severe disparities of wealth. तो can I say that these disparities जो है ये 2 में दिख रहा है, तो ये 2-4 पेयर बन सकता है, most probably, right? We live in a world marked by severe disparities of wealth and power within and between countries, many of which are rooted in longer histories of colonialism and exploitation. These disparities have often allowed powerful companies in sectors like finance and energy to dictate the course of climate action. Okay, so 2-4 is ready. 50% of the job done. 50% of the job done. Just imagine. You find the opening sentence and you form a pair, you almost have 50% of the job done. Now, look at the beauty of this. Now you have only two possibilities. Either it would be 2-4-1-3 or 2-4-3-1. Forming a pair and putting the opening sentence in place means that you are almost there at the right answer. Hannah? Right? So, what do you see here now? Instead, we have had a slew of measures. So these disparities have often allowed powerful companies in sectors like finance and energy to dictate the course of climate action. बाद में क्या होगा? This has made it very difficult to pursue measures that might threaten their interests. ये their interest किसका interest है? ये किसका interest की बात हो रही है? Whose interest are you talking about? Their कौन है ये? Can I say this refers to a plural noun? It refers
powerful companies.
बिल्कुल उन्हीं का तो इंटरेस्ट है ना. They are the capitalist. So if you read newspaper, if you follow articles, you can immediately connect. Knowledge of something always helps you connect ideas. And therefore, what you realize immediately is that their interest refers to what? The interest of powerful companies. So you have 2-4-3 and what it says, this has made it difficult to pursue measures that might threaten their interest, but which would dramatically reduce emissions. So all these things has made difficult, and instead we have a slew of measures to address climate change, which rely on making emissions reductions profitable. है ना? सही है कि नहीं? This has made it difficult, and instead of this, we have these. So can I say that if this question came in the exam, most of you would get it correct? Agree? Now, next question is, how is the probability that this kind of question will come in the exam? एक तो होता है कि क्वेश्चन बन गया मेरे से, आई एम वेरी हैप्पी, आई एम सेलिब्रेटिंग, वाओ. एक होता है कि व्हाट इज द प्रोबेबिलिटी दैट दिस काइंड ऑफ क्वेश्चन विल कम इन द एग्जाम? एनी आइडिया? High probability, low probability? I will tell you. Out of 3 parajumble question, one is going to be like this. At least. Probability low है because 3 में से एक ही आएगा ना, 2 नहीं आएंगे, but एक आता है. You go through every year's CAT paper, you will find that there is one question like this in almost every slot. देखो भाई, CAT को है ना normalize करना है. Normalize कब होता है? When you have a big apple with a small apple. Apple दोनों होने चाहिए ना, ये भी एप्पल होगा तब मैं करूंगा ना कंपेयर. यहां पे एप्पल डाल दूंगा, यहां पे मैं कैक्टस डाल दूंगा. कैन आई कंपेयर एप्पल्स विद कैक्टस? नो. That is the reason why CAT always keeps some sort of easy questions in every slot. That enables them to compare the students in every slot. If one slot became very tough and other slot became very easy, it would be no comparison possible. So you would have the variation, normalization of almost 15-20 marks. कि slot 1 में किसी को 4 नंबर आए, बहुत डिफिकल्ट था तो उसको 19 देना पड़ रहा है मेरे को. और slot 2 में जो कि बहुत इजी था, तो अगर उसके 30 नंबर आए तो उसको 4 नंबर देना पड़ रहा है मुझे. So this makes mockery of normalization process. So to maintain the sanity or the logic of normalization, they would always give easy questions in all the 3 slots that they have to do come what may. Because that decides that every slot had proportionate level of easy questions. Some difficult, some high, yahan wahan ho gaya, to wo normalize ho jata hai. Did you understand that these kind of questions will definitely be there? You have to just find that question. Clear everyone? So if you have this kind of question, 3 में से एक बन जाएगा. Hopefully एक अपने को, is this fixed in अब तक ऐसा ही रहा है. I'm taking an example. हो सकता है कि 4 में से 2 हो जाए ऐसे, but ये फिक्स नहीं है. पैटर्न चेंज होता रहता है, बट अकॉर्डिंग टू मी ऐसा मैंने देखा है लास्ट के 3-4 साल में. हो सकता है यू माइट हैव मोर नंबर ऑफ क्वेश्चंस लाइक दिस इन एवरी एग्जाम. CAT like even IP MAT also, you will find that they have similar pattern. They will give you around 4 to 5 questions and they will give around 2 questions which are easy. So immediately identify the easy question, attack that question, finish it very quickly. Low hanging fruit उसको हम कहते हैं, ठीक है.